Hi there, this is Samith Pich, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how to get killer video testimonials in 5 easy steps. So there's a big difference between written testimonials and a video testimonial. 65% of your audience are visual learners, and statistics have shown that client video testimonials are 89% more effective than any other type of content marketing. In short, testimonials rock, and you've got to go out and go and get them. So in this video, you're going to learn the exact steps I take, the questions I ask, and all the necessary equipment required to get those glowing testimonials from your client's mouth and onto your website. Okay, so let's get started. First step, it goes without saying that you've got to give amazing value every single time, and it's got to be nothing short of awesome. So how do you know you've given amazing value? Really simple. Your clients are going to tell you. They're going to say something like, oh my God, that was fantastic. You gave me so much value. You solved this for me. You cleared my issue on this or that. And you helped me make lots of money. You know, you get the gist. So as soon as you hear those words coming out of their mouths, it's time to get to step two. Step two is ask for the testimonial. And it's not that hard. Actually, I just pose 2 easy questions and then I let them know what we're going to do. So what's the process? So you give amazing value. The person starts gushing on about how fantastic you are. You then ask the first question. So, did you get value out of this session? Just to make sure. At which this point, their eyes start watering, their mouth starts quivering, and they gush on about how fantastic you are. Great. Get on to question number 2. So, would you be open to helping me help others get similar results like you've experienced? And you know what? If you've given a great service and everybody loves to share good things that have happened to them, the answer most of the time is going to be, of course. I mean, who wouldn't want to share good things with others? Okay? So when they've said, of course, we then say this. Well, what I'd like to do is simply capture what you've just said on video. I would be so honored to have a testimonial from you. So you're saying that, they've already agreed to it. So you're just going to simply capture what they've just said on video. And you kind of sugared it up by saying how honored you are. I mean, you should be honored and they should be honored to have you in their lives. And so at which point, they're going to realize what they've just done. They have just agreed to do a video testimonial. And look, if you're sincere and they're sincere about helping you, you're both going to chuckle about it and then get on with the job of getting this video testimonial done. Okay? Just just let them know that this is going to be really painless and really quite simple. And why will it be painless? Because you're going to take them step by step through this process. Okay, so step 3, you're actually going to need to train your client on how to give a proper testimonial. I mean, the truth is, no one came into this world born with the knowledge on how to give a good testimonial. I mean, otherwise, they're likely to say something like, "Hey, my name's Bob, and it was really good. You should do it too." Not a great testimonial. So what you want to do is you want to train them on how to do it properly, but it goes without saying that you should never tell your clients what to say. Just give them the structure, okay? So here's the structure. They need to say their name and location, so name where they're from. They need to give their occupation of business, really good time for them to plug what they're doing. Number 3 is where they were before, what type of problem did they have, were they facing. Number 4 is what steps they took with you, what you went over, what type of actions they took. And number 5, what results they got. This is really important. What results they got and how you solved their problem. And finally, in step 6, they recommend your services and products to others. Okay, so you're probably going to need to help them out with this, just kind of scaffold the whole process and just let them practice once or twice with you. And then once they practice it with you, give them some encouragement. And once they're happy, it goes on to the next step. You need to get your gear out and record. So what type of fancy studio equipment do I use to get great testimonials? 2 words: smartphone. So if you've got an iPhone or Samsung, you're pretty much set for a great testimonial. I mean, everybody takes their phone everywhere. You're not going to be like, oh no, I don't have a fancy camera. And actually, don't let anyone tell you that you need a sophisticated film studio set up, because the truth is, if someone agreed to take a testimonial and suddenly a film crew comes onto the set, they're going to freak out. And also, nextly is, when your future customers are looking at this testimonial, they want to see something that's raw, that doesn't look like it's made up. People really connect with something that looks real, okay? So don't let anyone tell you that you need some type of fancy camera equipment. Your smartphone is more than enough, okay? Next thing is, if she's a lady, you want to give her some time to powder her nose so she feels good. So the next step is, you're going to need to take your client and get them to sit or stand where they're comfortable. Ideally, the background should be quite plain, and the light should ideally be clear and bright, but not in their face. And stay away from street noise or any other noisy places, because here's the truth. Even if the video quality is not that great, what will kill your testimonial is poor sound. So luckily, most smartphones have great recording, and they're made for sound. So then you're going to need to direct them to where they should be looking, where that camera keyhole is, and let them imagine that they're just talking to a really good friend, and to simply talk from the heart. Then, when they're ready, shoot and record, and show that testimonial back to them, and of course, commend them for doing a great job. And look, if it didn't come out great, tell them why it didn't come out great, and simply record it again. You know, they've already agreed to give you a testimonial. Take as many takes as you need to make sure it's good, because then you'll be happy and they'll be happy that they've given a good testimonial for you. Once that's all done, we got to step 5, upload and review. So you're going to need to upload your testimonial from, say your camera or your smartphone to your computer, and then obviously from you might want to edit it, cut out a bit here and there, and then upload it to YouTube. When it's on YouTube, make sure it's got a title and description, and then you can simply embed that video on your website in all the places it's suitable to do so. Obviously, it's important that you put your client's testimonial in a place that's congruent with its message. So don't put a testimonial for dog grooming in a product about losing weight, unless that's a new world exercise regime. And then finally, as a courtesy, email your client for their approval. Share your finalized testimonial and where it can be found. Request approval to use their name, their city, job title, website, and any other pertinent details. Ask for a good photo. And so by establishing a consistent and professional approach to requesting and getting testimonials, you'll get exactly what you need from those clients who already love what you have already offered. So here's a testimonial I took recently. Ready.
Hi, I'm Danny from Perth, and I've been thinking about how I can make money online and to take my offline business online. I consulted Samith Pich, and he was amazing, gave me so much inspiration and ideas, such as how to start a sales funnel, my blog, and I would thoroughly recommend him for anyone. Thank you.
Okay, so really simple. It doesn't have to be long, they don't have to be winded, they just have to go through those 6 steps, okay? So if you want to learn more about how to get great testimonials, or anything about living your mission and monetizing your passion online, simply go to my website www.samithpich.com, sign up for my subscribe to my mailing list and get some great info and tips there, or like my fan page. And so I hope you got some good value out of this video. Let me know beneath, what was one insight that you got from watching this video or blog post? And 2, do you have any tips or tricks yourself for getting great testimonials? I'd love to hear them as well. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please share it using one of the links below. And from my family to yours, have an amazing day. Go on and live your mission, and I'll be there with you. Thank you. Bye-bye.